Operations and Experts with Sofia Sanchez. Meet expert Yamila de Oliveira, Program Coordinator at UNLV Preschool.
My name is Yamila de Oliveira, and I am the Program Coordinator for the UNLV Preschool. Our preschool is started back in 1974 in the dorms here on site. In 75, it was taken over by the College of Education once it was recognized that it was a great support for the staff and the students at UNLV. The preschool itself has been, since 1975, growing. We've gone from the College of Education to now this new facility here. And we are now experiencing our second expansion with the addition of 8 new classrooms, hopefully soon in the next few years. And we're exponentially growing. We want to make sure that we accurately represent all the families that we have around us and support them in what they need in terms of early childhood education, and making sure that we meet their needs individually for each child, for each individual family. So originally our goal was to support the surrounding UNLV community, to make sure our faculty, our staff, all of our students have a location they can take their children to receive high quality care and interactions for their children. And then once we joined our partnership with Clark County School District to then begin our fully inclusive site, that began in the early 90s or so. We were able then to expand out into the public and be able to open our doors more to more children to then support more of those individual needs that are out there. Currently, we have about 158 students 158 students. We start at 6 weeks of age with our infants, and we move all the way to pre-K, which is just before 5 years old. So fully inclusive preschool means that we support children in the classroom alongside all children together. It means that no child is removed from the classroom for any need or disability. And we work in collaboration with Clark County, which means that they're special educators and their SPTAs as well come into the classroom with related services like OT, PT, and speech therapy. And they support the children in the classroom by meeting all of their goals in their individual education plan, their IEP. One of the beautiful things about our preschool that we love to see how our children learn to grow and interact and learn alongside all children. And it becomes a partnership between all the children to learn from each other, to learn how to engage and socialize in different ways, how to learn about different ways that they support each other in the classroom. The teachers then are learning how to differentiate their learning for each child individually and how to support inclusivity between all of them. And then this moves forward into our adults in the classroom, which we also hire some staff that we have that also has disability. They also have disability, and they also have this opportunity to learn alongside their peers. So we see this continuum of our children who are learning alongside other children and together. And then we see our staff also learning alongside each other and being a model school for all. We currently actually have on site 2 of our teacher assistants that graduated in this program when they were 5, and they're currently now in their early 20s, and they're now working as teacher assistants with us. They both actually graduated with me. I've been myself here now over 25 years. So teaching in the pre-K classroom has given me a lot of work with children with needs as well as adults. And now moving into an admin position and being able to see those children come back and remember our program and remember what our program gave to them, and now wanting to give back to our program and wanting to give the same level of support to the children here in our program. When I interview them for the first time, the memories that they share with me, that they remember being in my room and remember the things that I taught them and the feelings they had of being a part of something and knowing that they wanted to give that back. One in particular shared with me that he wanted to make sure that he gave the same experience to the children that he experienced himself growing up, and he knew that he would do that here at the preschool. So inclusivity is going to be important, especially with all children. It's not just with anyone who's regarded in the realm of being inclusive. It guides children and adults into learning that we're not all just one person. We're not all just one type of being that learns in a certain way or creates friendships in a certain way. There's multiple ways of being able to address people and learning from them and learning more about yourself when you recognize that there's such difference in the world. It just builds so much more connections also. That is a big important thing for us to make sure that the school is accessible for multiple ranges, not just disability, but also just in general, making sure that the area is safe for all children and all adults. So there would be your accessibility in terms of physical, where we make sure that our classrooms are meeting the needs of a child or an adult that needs a space for maybe a wheelchair or any kind of physical device to kind of help them move around. We've also made our classrooms accessible for children with impairments such as visual, to make sure that the classroom is safe for them to move around and to access for themselves. But we also make sure that we are creating accessibility for our children for speech delays or learning disabilities, where they are able to understand the information that's given to them in how the teacher wants to present it to the entire class, but making sure that it's accessible to them that meets their needs. The last thing I'd probably mention to anyone that we have an interview for, that I interview, especially since I just did the interview with somebody recently, is we always end the interview talking about how important it is that our location, our preschool, is a culturally and human diverse program, and that we want to create an environment that allows for everybody to feel welcome, to feel represented, to understand that diversity and inclusion and equality is very important here for us. Our children will only know that they have that space for themselves to be themselves if they see it reflected in the adults around them as well. So we want an environment that allows within trust and respect and kindness to have all of that be available to everyone here. Chloe has been here for quite some time now, and she's grown in her field of early childhood education. That's her major that she's working on. And we recognized from the beginning that Chloe was starting to show that she was understanding the concept of early childhood and how important it was, and that she was grasping it and she wanted to run with it. And so we have been working in collaboration with Cassidy O'Connell, the assistant director from FOCUS, to make sure that we are meeting her needs, individual needs here, but we're also guiding her in this field to get her prepared for hopefully her end game, which is to be an early childhood teacher herself. And she has been daily thriving here with us, and we see her growing more and more. We see her just meeting the need and just being such a great influence and role model for the children here at the preschool. She has a lovely smile. She welcomes everybody into our preschool, no matter who they are, and she says goodbye to them when they all walk out of the preschool. She's just lovely to work with.
Meet Inspiration Chloe.
I love your nails.
Oh, thank you so much.
I like it too.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
The little Easter eggs.
I like it. It's blue, green, and yellow.
Uh-huh.
That's nice. Do you know blue's my favorite color?
Yeah, my sister loves yellow. Like, she says that's like her favorite color ever.
Wow, that's nice. What is one word you would use to describe yourself?
I would say I am a caring and nurturing person,
That's nice.
because I work at the UNLV preschool.
That's good for you.
Thank you.
Of course. What is one thing about you that might surprise people?
I think that a lot of people would find surprising about me is that I've been to two different other countries outside of the United States. So I've been to Aruba, I've been to the Bahamas because my dad lives over there. So yeah, it's very cool visiting different countries. I wish I could visit more. I think that that's one thing that people would say that's surprising about me, because I was talking about it with my sister, and we're like, oh, that's kind of like a lot of people don't get to have that privilege to do that, so that's really cool.
That's nice. What do you like about preschool?
I think that a beautiful thing about the preschool is that there's different, because they pride themselves in like diversity. Like, there's different like children like with different races, there's different ethnicities. There are children that with different abilities, because there are children on the autism spectrum that attend the UNLV preschool. So I think that the most beautiful thing about it is that it's very diverse, and I love working with the children, and everybody is just very nice over there. They're good people if you ever wanna go talk to them and like talk to the director. She's a very nice person, and she's very caring about education and like childhood, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's just the nice thing about working at a preschool.
That's good. Maybe when I grew up, I want to become a preschool teacher too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm studying education, so I want to be a preschool teacher.
Wow, that's good.
Thank you.
Of course, Chloe.
Because a lot of people say that, they don't want it. When I say, I work with children a lot, I get the reaction of, you must be so patient. But really, it's really not just patience, because you're just helping their brain development. They don't know how to process their emotions yet. They might cry, they might scream, they might stomp their feet, but you gotta be like, hey, let's take a deep breath, let's calm down, let's figure out another way to like help them like process their emotions, you know, because they're just little kids, they don't know yet. But I think you give me the personality. You just have that personality that you can work with children, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and I think that's a compliment to me, that people think I have the personality to work with children.
Yeah, I think the kids don't know yet. Maybe they can help a teacher find a safe way so they can calm themselves down. Like taking a few deep breaths, maybe like that.
Yeah, and sometimes I think another good way to like calm down is sometimes they're like, okay, smell the flower, blow out the candle. Like I've heard they use techniques like that.
Yeah, I get it now. It's kind of interesting with little kids. That's hard to use when they have different movements, maybe like that.
Yeah, and they just have like different like abilities, you know, like yeah, they just have like different like abilities for them to be able to do. And even working with special needs children, I've worked with children on the autism spectrum. Sometimes they're nonverbal, sometimes they're verbal. I've taken a lot of pride in ABA therapy. I think people should do ABA therapy because it just helps children. My older sister Olivia is actually doing an assignment about people on the autism spectrum, and we kind of talk about it, and we kind of debate on therapy, and like sometimes I'm like, how do you feel that your younger sister grew up on the autism spectrum? And she was like, well, you were always so awesome and you were always so amazing. And that kind of helped me not really develop my personality, but kind of develop skills that I have now, and I'm graduating next year. So this is my third year in Project FOCUS.
Well, that's good, and I'm so excited for your graduation soon.
Yeah, I might still be working at the UNLV Sun preschool when I graduate, so that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be good for you.
Yeah, because they'll let me work there. In the interview, they said they'll let me continue to work there. Actually, I had the assistant director Cassidy over in the interview, and she was like, even when I was like talking about like working with children, Cassidy was like, "Oh, you totally killed it. You didn't even need me. You didn't need me over there with you." Like, I don't know. Sometimes I like doubt myself, and I don't think I have enough confidence. But when you tell me like, "Oh, what do you like?" I'm like, "Oh, I love children. I love teaching. I was born to teach. You know, not a lot of people are born to teach, but that's just what I was born to do." You know, I also think that I can like represent people with autism, like me. Like you interview the other people at Project FOCUS. There's just different levels of autism. You know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I also was awesome. I got asked to be the director at Best Buddies recently, so I get to do that too, and that's really awesome.
Well, that's good. You're going to help them, because good thing you're helping their kids with how to learn when they sometimes have hard feelings to express.
Yeah, I think we're kind of on the level of we understand each other.
Yeah, we do.
You know, because I think, oh, I may not walk in the same shoes as other people, but they're like, okay, like it's kind of like, oh, I see you, I get you. Like, we don't always know what people are going through. My mom said, oh, you know, Chloe, treat people with kindness. Treat people how you want to be treated. You know, that's kind of like the golden rule of treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah. What are your dreams?
I hope my dreams are that one day I just want to educate people more about the autism spectrum, and I think that really if everybody like if we just can like put our heads together and just help people like I want people to be getting their accommodations and be like going to like ABA therapy and just getting like the resources that they need because I was very fortunate to have ABA therapy, to have those resources. I'm a child of divorced parents, being on the autism spectrum and having divorced parents, but I got the best mother. I really did hit the jackpot in the mother lottery. But that's just how I just want people to get the resources that they need. That's just what I dream of. But that's what I dream of.
That's nice. Thank you for your time, Chloe.
Oh my God! Thank you for it was so nice meeting you. Can I give you a hug? You were just,
of course.
You were just the sweetest little thing ever.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for interviewing me,
Boys.
for taking the
That's
time.
Logos for Northern Nevada Center for Independent Living, Southern Nevada Center for Independent Living.